Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Pain in the Chat podcast, episode 31. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Painting the Chat podcast. That is my co-host over there, Mr. Sean. Me, Show Sean. It's a Sunday evening, Sunday.
Sunday. It is Sunday. How you doing?
Yeah, doing okay. Yeah, Monday's tomorrow. The workday returns.
That's
love that answer.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
Whoopsie daisies on that one. No, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Painting the Chat podcast. We had a lot of you reach out, and y'all were like, "Hey, we see that you have an episode up, but episode 31 hasn't happened yet. What's going on?" So we're here.
We're trying to do better with this schedule. It's hard.
Might as well just come out and say it now to folks. Sean and I met today at 1:30, and we said we are plotting out the next, months of episodes and, live events that we're going to be at. Big shout out. The Collectors Expo, we're coming back down. Listen, I think we're probably going in with a different mindset into the Collectors Expo this time around.
Sure. third times. We'll see what happens.
First is the worst. Second is the best. Third is the one with the
hairy chest.
No, well, that's you then and me. But that's beside the point. Third is the one with the treasure chest of hopefully some really great finds this next time around. But we've got a whole bunch of stuff coming up, ladies and gentlemen. We've got holiday specials. We've got a bunch of giveaways. I owe Sean, let's just lead off. I owe Sean a box of cards. Sean, do you want to tell them why I owe you a box of cards?
You made a terrible bet.
No, wait, hold on.
Let's recap.
A terrible bet?
You thought the Orlando Magic was going to go 12-0 in the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, they lost.
I did.
They just lost the other night.
So I thought Paulo Banchero was going to have a decent start to the season, which he did in game one against the Heat. He did. It worked out pretty good. But the problem here was that I felt really confident about the Orlando Magic's first 12 games. I'd say 10 games, right? At least get me to 10 games and then buy Sean a box of cards. That's how I feel about it. I couldn't even make it to game 2.
Yeah, because the Bulls beat them, not you.
Oh, it's a little bullshit. That's exactly what that is. And the Chicago Bulls are not even that good.
No. Maybe the Orlando Magic is not that good. Maybe it's just one game.
Why would you say that to our Orlando listeners? Now, see, when I put on that bet, I thought we would get more folks from Orlando.
I shouldn't talk. The Celtics are doing terrible right now, so
we'll get into the Celtics start of the year here alongside the Brooklyn Nets. Well, no, we expected it from the Brooklyn Nets, but with the Boston Celtics, I think completely different angle we've moved in here. Sean, let's get into some recap here of some stuff that happened. Pretty much before we went live here, the days before, a lot of stuff happened before we get to box scores and kind of breaking down what the scores around the league were today in both football, basketball, everything around. Okay, let me just start off with this. I'm really excited about this news, Sean. Welcome to the Women's Professional Baseball League. Welcome to Boston. Welcome to Boston. This is exciting stuff, man.
Can we have Monet Davis on in Boston? I saw her. On TikTok, I recently got a bunch of women's pro baseball stuff. A lot of the girls that came from the banana team are now going to the league, which I'm happy for them. I'm excited to see how this goes. I always love softball.
Right.
Softball and baseball are two different things. But I feel like we're going to get a surge of a lot of fans, especially in this area.
Right. The one thing I don't know just yet, and I know that they haven't really clarified these details. We're really excited about the Professional Women's Soccer League team coming to Boston as well. The Legacy. I think this is really great. Listen, PSA out there. Women's professional baseball is in Boston. Professional Women's Soccer League in Boston. Come on, WNBA. Come on, Connecticut Sun.
We're waiting.
We're waiting. It's right there. It's right there. And what's exciting, and what I don't know, Sean, is are they going to play at Fenway Park? Is there a different stadium that they're planning on playing at their first part of the year? I would love to see them play at Fenway on the off days for the Red Sox, right? Like do that kind of rotational, kind of like how teams have done that in the past.
I mean, it feels like we're getting closer because who was it? I think I saw, was it Sinai Rivers of the Sun was at a Celtics game the other night with.
Oh.
I think, hold on. I gotta.
Oh. I don't know why I hit the button for that. Maybe Sean has some breaking news about.
It's not that breaking, but I don't remember.
It's really not that breaking. We're just getting confirmation. That's all. But while you're looking that up, I thought this was great. I love seeing that New York's going to get a team. This is the toughest part for me, Sean. Is do I root for Boston or do I root for New York? Right? Because I find myself in this interesting place when it comes to TGL, right? Yeah. They have the Boston Common. I love the Boston Common. They're my favorite golf team in TGL. Okay? Yeah. I think this is how it goes. If the New York Women's Professional Baseball League team plays at Citi Field, I'll be a fan of their team. If they play at Yankee Stadium, fuck no. No.
Okay, sorry. It wasn't Sinai Rivers. It was Aaliyah Edwards.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you could see. Here she's at in the Celtics.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No, it wasn't Sinai Rivers, too. There she is.
So you're saying
it was both.
So you're saying there's a chance. Is that what you're telling me?
And look who they met up with.
Hold on one second. Let me remove this so we can all see it.
Can you
see? Is that the truth?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Paul Pierce himself.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Maybe Paul Pierce goes in on the WNBA franchise in Boston.
I mean, Connecticut Sun's tweet that was like 3 days ago. We're talking all about it. And I mean, they also said good luck Boston to like everyone else did in the Boston area. The Sun said it too. So
listen. It's right there.
It's bound to happen.
You're right. It's bound to happen. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry for the Connecticut fans, but I think it's time.
Yeah.
I'm a Connecticut Sun fan, but I'm a Boston fan.
Let's not pump the brakes here, Mr. Michaud, for a second.
What?
You're a Connecticut Sun fan. But Miss Paige Beckers plays for the Dallas Wings.
Yeah, I'm a Paige Beckers fan. There's a difference.
Okay, so if Paige Beckers joins the Boston WNBA team, then you're in seventh heaven at that point. That's like full send.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So
Paige is probably going to be in Dallas for a couple of years.
So you're saying there's a better chance of Juju Watkins joining the Boston franchise?
Maybe. I mean, depends how the Sun is, how they do well next season and then where they place. Or a couple of seasons.
I don't want to laugh. Whether the Connecticut Sun are going to do well next year. Until they move to Boston, are they going to be good?
I don't know. Well,
Juju
Watkins not going to play next year, so she's probably 2 years.
This is true. So you're talking Paige and Juju in Boston?
2028, 2029?
Well, 2028 is a whole other conversation what we're going to do. But, we'll see how that plays out at the end of the day. But, yeah, really exciting times. Women's professional baseball, I agree. I think it would be great to see Monique play for Boston. I like the idea of what this is going to do from the transition of women's college softball also to those who want to join this league as well and play women's professional baseball.
Because, I mean, there's players that love to just play baseball, and then there's college softball players that go straight into the actual softball league that's happening.
Right.
So,
but I'm wondering from your perspective, is there going to be a transition with maybe the possibility of the Women's Professional Baseball League, so WPBL taking off? Is there a chance that we could see transition?
I mean, it's possible. It depends on, like, do we see more college baseball, like women's college baseball more now?
Oh,
in that transition?
Interesting. There was an interesting point brought up by my wife, and I think that having this conversation, we can't leave this stone unturned.
And then
It's
like also those
go ahead.
players that's come from like Japan or from the Dominican
Right,
Republic,
right.
or Costa Rica, and all those little leagues, because baseball is huge over there as well.
Right.
But go ahead.
Yeah, one of the stones that can't be left unturned in this conversation is the integration. Is women joining Major League Baseball, women joining the NBA at some point down the road. You know what I mean? Like that is a conversation that is going to have to be had at some point, depending upon how the leagues do. I think there are a lot of folks out there that would like to see. And listen, it doesn't have to be a lot right up front, right? It could become MLB All-Star Weekend. Suddenly we have a home run derby competition, right? Or we have certain contests that have the Women's Professional Baseball League folks with the MLB players. It just kind of like what we're seeing with WNBA and NBA come All-Star Weekend. I don't think it's full on right away. I think there's a lot of work that needs to be done. But WNBA NBA relationship is only getting tighter and only getting stronger. So
I mean, it's just look how Little League stuff is like exploded in the past few years. Softball's also exploded in the past few years. And how popular it is. I think they made the right decision for doing this league for women's baseball. I think people want it. Fans want to see it. Players want to do it.
Yep. I agree. There was definitely a demand for it, and I'll be fascinating to see. It will be fascinating to see what the league looks like when the draft happens, when we know what stadiums these teams are playing.
Like, are they going to play the same? I don't know if the same stadiums as softball, because
right.
Like I think it'd be interesting to see how the different ratings of softball and baseball is, and see how that is.
You got it. Yeah, no, you're right. It's I don't know. There's just so much up in the air with this announcement. You know what I mean? Like, this is really exciting stuff for Boston. This is really exciting for big markets, and the opportunity that a lot of young women who want to play baseball or have played baseball throughout their entire life go to college, play softball. Like you said, the opportunity for women to also explore playing, in professional leagues. Just that conversation alone is a really interesting one.
I think a good way to, I guess, dip your toe in the pool a little bit is do similar how classic world baseball does.
Mm-hmm.
That's coming up in next March. Maybe we'll see that for women's as well in a couple years, and then the league starts. I mean, who knows? But
who knows at that point? Yeah, no, it's left in a very, very interesting spot for sure. On to our next subject here, Sean. Speaking of baseball, speaking of the sports world there, Toronto had some Toronto magic in game one specifically of the World Series. They blew up the Dodgers, man. It was incredible to watch. Can I say also the Canadian national anthem at the very beginning was just incredible. Toronto really showed up, did what they needed to do in that first game. And then, of course, and that's Addison Barger there, who, listen, Addison's going to be a free agent at the end of this World Series. If Toronto doesn't win it, I think there's going to be a lot of teams that are going to come knocking, looking for Addison Barger on their team.
I know I said, I think I said before, that Dodgers might win. I don't know now. Like after
I
game
know.
one, I think we seriously can go to game 7.
Yeah. And then game 2, of course, boy, Dodgers came out, showed up. Shohei.
Yeah. The pitching.
Yeah, the pitching showed up for the Dodgers. Wasn't a lot of runs in the game necessarily.
We got a halftime show for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm all for stand up and canceled all that, but like, why
I don't
are we
know.
playing Jonas Brothers right in the middle of the Game 2 World Series, just randomly, just one song? You could have done that in the beginning of the show.
Yeah, thoughts about Jonas Brothers being there, doing that one part.
I thought it was just weird, but
it was just weird placement. Yeah, you're right. Shout out Jonas Brothers. Love your new music, but in that moment, at that time, I don't know. Probably didn't work the best. Game 2 was good. Vladdy Guerrero, I got to tell you, he's been showing up. I love butthurt Yankees fans saying, well, he's only showing up now because he's in the World Series. Stop it. Aaron Judge never showed up in the playoffs, so knock it off. Like, don't be commenting. Red Sox fans are like, go Blue Jays. Let's go. Let's beat the Dodgers. Like, it's amazing. Yankees just continue to be butthurt about it.
Yeah. Because it's always that the graphic is like, everyone who wants to win the World Series, and it's the Dodgers. Like, no, I think it's mostly Blue Jays. Everyone's backing up.
Yes, absolutely. Game 3 is coming up tomorrow evening, Sean. Let's get into some PTC. All right, Blue Jays Dodgers tomorrow evening at 8:00 in Los Angeles. We're actually getting an 8 p.m., even though the game's on the West Coast. So I really appreciate that. At the end of the day, as of right now, Sean, Blue Jays. All right, you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
We are at the over 8.5 runs total. Matchup predictor from ESPN Bet has the Dodgers winning 67.9% to the Blue Jays, 32.1%. And the pitchers, Max Scherzer versus Tyler Glasnow. Glasnow this postseason is pitching with a 0.68 ERA, where Max Scherzer is pitching with a 3.18. This is tough.
Do we have any stats of how Max Scherzer pitches in Dodger Stadium?
That's a really good question because he pitched in Dodger Stadium not that long ago. Now I'm doing the search. Dodgers.
That might
it could help us out here in terms of figuring it. All right, here we go. This is AI, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to put that out there. This is the Google AI giving this. I would fully expect you to do community notes or fact check this from us. However, this is pure informative.
This is just quick shit. I don't think we have time to do it.
Quick shit. Yeah, that's right. Max Scherzer's stats at Dodger Stadium vary depending upon whether he was playing for the home team or the visiting team. As a visitor, his stats are 1-2 with a 1.88 ERA and 46 strikeouts in 8 appearances. However, specific numbers for his time playing for the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium are not available in the search results. So as a visitor against the Dodgers, whether that's with the Mets, whether that was with the Tigers, whatever that was, he's 1-2 with a 1.88 ERA, 46 strikeouts in 8 appearances. Sean, based on that, this is a much more even matchup than I thought.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I was thinking of. I think it's going to come down to, again, with a pitching duel and whoever can get onto base first and get runs in, because that's what's been happening for each team. We saw that in game 1, Dodgers exploded. Blue Jays exploded, and then we saw that with game 2. I think Blue Jays scored first, but then
yes.
But that's all that they got, I think.
So here's the thing too. Dodgers ended the year really well at home. midway halfway through the year, leading up to All-Star break, they sucked at home. Absolutely sucked. They were better on the road than they were at home. Dodgers ended up figuring it out. The stat that I go back to for the Blue Jays, and the part that I'm a little bit worried about when it comes to Toronto, is for the entire season, right? They were 40-41. They're just barely below 500 on the road historically for this season. So, in that case, I would say, here's our PTC picks. I would say with how Tyler Glass now has played, and with Scherzer, who's probably going to lock down, he's going to do a really good job of keeping the Dodgers bats pretty quiet. It's really going to come down to the relievers. I see this game not really being decided until the 8th or 9th inning.
I mean, we saw that with yesterday's game until the Blue Jays pitching wasn't doing so great until the Dodgers got those back-to-back home runs.
Yep. Oh, this is such a tough one because the pitching matchup tells you one thing, but the home record and the away record says something else for both teams. Do you have your pick in mind, or do you want me to go first?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Dodgers just because they're playing home and they're so good at home right now.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to say Game 4 as well because we're not going to because that will be on Tuesday night. I'm going to say Blue Jays is going to win that game for Game 4. So they're going to tie it back up 2-2.
Tie back up.
Until Thursday, I think. Right? Is that?
Yeah, we're pretty much for this week. We're heading back to back to back.
I don't know how you feel, if you feel the same as me, but
yeah. I mean, I'm looking at the batting average leaders. I'm looking at, some of the more recent stats for Dodgers hitting. The player for me that hasn't had their breakout moment for the Dodgers yet, and we're waiting on it, is Max Muncy.
Oh, I was going to say Mookie. Mookie has not been hitting well. He's hitting well. He hasn't getting any extra base hits,
right.
Or he hasn't hit a home run at all this postseason, which I think
he's due.
Dodger fans need that. Like you said, Max Muncy as well. He has been hitting well.
Yeah, based on that, I'm going with you as well. I think the Dodgers snag this one, and the Blue Jays will get the next game after. I think just in terms of the Dodgers coming home for their first World Series game since last year at home. But I mean, it's a different feeling for this Dodgers team because of how they struggled halfway through the year. The fact that they're here and that teams had kept it close with them throughout the playoffs. I think that a lot of Dodgers fans are surprised they're even in this moment right now, playing a home World Series game. I think that Tyler Glass now is going to go off, and I think Max Muncy is going to have a two home run night. I think that he's due in that case. But don't be surprised if Mookie doesn't go off as well. No. Do not be surprised.
I also think a lot of Dodgers fans thought they were going to come home 2-0, which didn't happen.
Right.
They didn't expect Blue Jays to be this dangerous team, which it's proven with their records, and they have the best AL record. I mean, that's why they're here.
Right.
Yeah. So I think, like you said, we were both on the same note of our picks.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing to take a look at as well, I've just been. So as of right now, it's 18-1 odds that Max Muncy hits 2 or more home runs tomorrow evening. That's if you're playing bets down. Mookie Betts is 6-1. So I think that kind of it's literally half, right? Like your odds are better going with Mookie Betts in that case. But I think. Do not be surprised. We're talking about Max Muncy. We're talking about Mookie Betts. Don't be surprised if Freddie Freeman suddenly, knocks one instead. that Dodgers lineup is just waiting to explode. And I would not be surprised if Max Scherzer has a really good outing, 6-7 innings, and then that rotation comes in, and it just falls apart. I think they're just due for that at the end of the day. So give me the Dodgers. You got the Dodgers as well tomorrow night.
I do, yeah. And then I have Blue Jays next game. So
I have Blue Jays as well.
I hope this series goes to Game 7.
Me too.
It would be an interesting series. So even though I kind of wish we had another different matchups, but I'll take what I give.
I know. I think, everybody's commenting over on X, and we've kind of tweeted it out a few times to folks. What America's wanted as a World Series, the Seattle Mariners versus the Philadelphia Phillies, or, you know what I mean? Like those.
I personally wanted a Brewers Mariners, but.
Right. I think everybody wanted not the Dodgers in the World Series. Again, I think everybody was united around that. But here we are.
Or Yankees fans, apparently.
Yankees fans, whatever. Just throw that out there. That'll be fascinating to see what happens tomorrow evening. We'll be live tweeting that as it happens.
I hope MLB on Fox Twitter.
Do you want to talk, Sean? This is, or do you want to save it for the end? I think this is a good time.
Whatever. I mean, it's only a brief thing. Is
every time I'm going to give you the floor on this one.
Every time I go on Twitter or X and I see MLB, I follow MLB on Twitter or MLB Fox on Twitter. They always talk about how Shohei Ohtani, like the thing that pissed me off when I saw it, because it was him doing a strikeout, Ohtani getting struck out. I'm like, why are we tweeting about that? Like, you can't congratulate the pitcher who struck him out, but Ohtani getting struck out, that just pissed me off.
Yeah, Ohtani striking out actually completely destroys the world.
They're just glazing him. Like, of the greatest. Like, I get he's one of the greatest, but like, that's
there's a lot of uncertainties with that greatness, though. Let's put that out there. I know that subject's coming up right after we talk about this, but not for nothing. There's a lot of tarnishing that happened that supposedly was on his translator that we don't know the full story at the end of the day. Rob Manfred's being pretty quiet about it, and the fact that the media, listen,
the media's thing to Ohtani and Aaron Judge is so hate it.
Just.
Like they love them so much. Like I think I told you about last couple episodes about him. Oh, what? Here's a 2-minute speed up version of Aaron Judge waiting up on deck. It's like, why?
Why? Well, who asked for that?
Who asked for that? Like, really?
Nobody asked for that. At the end of the day, nobody asked for anything involving Aaron Judge or Shohei Ohtani getting sped up a 2-minute warm up. Like, enough. It's a little creepy. If I'm being honest. Anyway.
What were you going to say?
You blame Harold Reynolds. No, it's, I think showcasing our relationship with Japan when it comes to baseball. Listen, Seiya Suzuki has been incredible. He was incredible for the Chicago Cubs this year.
Yeah.
The Cubs made the playoffs because Seiya Suzuki and Kyle Tucker and Nico Horner were extremely efficient all season round. We didn't talk about Seiya Suzuki.
Yeah.
We didn't talk, even to be fair, I'm going to be fair to even
Roki Sasaki doesn't get credit.
Roki Sasaki.
He's such a great pitcher.
Yanoshiro Yamamoto barely gets any attention whatsoever.
I mean, I think Sasaki is getting him a little more credit now since he's in the postseason, but nothing during the regular season.
He was dominant during the regular season too.
Yeah, because everyone was talking about Shohei Ohtani, and not. I think he was pitching. I think Roki was pitching better than Ohtani. And when we're still talking about Ohtani.
Cal Raleigh was batting better than Shohei Ohtani. And Cal Raleigh really didn't start getting attention, let's be honest here, until home run number 30.
I was going to say until home run derby, but
until he hit his 30th home run, which was just before the derby. Then everybody was like, "Oh, okay. We should have known when a catcher hit 20. By the time he hit 20 home runs, we should have been like MVP."
Yeah, because that doesn't happen on
the fact that we were still talking. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
it doesn't happen a lot as a catcher.
No,
not even 20 home runs for a catcher.
The fact that we were still talking about Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani in the same light as Cal Raleigh for MVP at the All-Star break, when Cal Raleigh was approaching 45 home runs as a fucking catcher.
Yeah.
Is mind-boggling to me.
Yeah.
And he played for Seattle. Well, Seattle's not going to make the playoffs, so we don't give MVPs to non-playoff teams. Seattle made it to the divisional series. Knock it off.
Like Jason Varitek, one of the best catchers.
Fuck.
One of the most home runs he hit in the season, which was 2003, was 25.
Yeah. There you go.
That was good for a catcher. Like people, it doesn't happen.
Mike Piazza at most hit into the 30s. At most. His whole season would be Cal Raleigh's 43rd game before the All-Star break. I don't think people realize how historic Cal Raleigh's run this year was. And the fact that that the media continues to say Aaron Judge, Shohei Ohtani, Aaron Judge. Imagine if I heard this one the other day, Sean. Imagine if the Yankees were in the World Series and it was Shohei versus Aaron Judge. I don't care.
Yeah.
That would be the most hated, least watched World Series in American history.
Yeah, the one behind
Just
us,
saying,
who hit 40 home runs was Salvador Perez in 2021, which was still insane. I mean, he hit 33 as a catcher, but
Salvi's incredible catcher.
No one talks about Javi Lopez. 2003 was such a good Jason Varitek and Javi Lopez.
Nobody talks about Pudge Rodriguez. Nobody talks about Ivan Rodriguez. All the great years that Ivan Rodriguez had.
Ivan Rodriguez. Hey, fun fact. I did my Spanish name after him.
See?
Yeah.
See?
Ivan Rodriguez. No one talks about him.
Nobody talks about him.
Except for me in 2010 Spanish class.
Pudge Rodriguez, man. All right. Before we get into box scores, let's get into this subject, and then we are going to do our PTC picks as we come up closer to 8 o'clock. Pittsburgh Steelers versus Green Bay Packers on Sunday Night Football. It's going to be an exciting time over on the social media, and over on Sunday Night Football. I've been waiting all day for Sunday night. Sean, some really unfortunate stuff in the NBA. Hold on 1 second.
Terry was there. Legal gambling, October 23rd.
I love that there's a number at the bottom too. Ladies and gentlemen, write down that number. It's really important.
Down a number.
89807.
Screenshot it and share on Twitter, please. Had to do that. Had to do that for the bit.
John, Scary Terry. This took a lot of Celtics fans by surprise. And not for nothing, we'll get into it with Terry. But Chauncey Billups, Hall of Famer, head coach of the Portland Trailblazers, getting involved with the mafia?
I was not expecting that.
Sean, Kevin Garnett?
He took his acting real And from Uncut Gems, I'm saying
You're right. Oh my goodness. So if
that's
folks
what
don't know,
that's what Uncut Gems is basing the whole thing about gambling, which is
Thursday, yeah, that's right. It is. It involves his championship ring.
right. Oh yeah, that's right.
So I'm sure Adam Sandler's feeling real weird right now. I'm sure he's feeling real weird.
I think Rob
After
Manford
doing
is
that.
thinking about when he saw the news. He's like, he's
Um,
yeah.
yeah. But I mean, so if folks don't know, we'll just do a quick breakdown of it. Thursday morning, bright and early. The NBA, Adam Silver did not know this specifically. They had launched an investigation into Terry Rozier, I guess months ago,
Yeah,
just to be like,
that was
something
in
seems
April,
fishy.
right? April, May.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. And they were looking in and they're like, wait, hold on. There's some weird things happening here with some of the betting accounts. They seem like they're really like there were a bunch of people betting on Terry Rozier all at one time, and it was out of norm. It was not normal, and it was out of the regular in terms of that betting app. So the NBA launched an investigation. They didn't find anything at that time. But then the other morning, Thursday morning, I was watching Get Up on ESPN with Greeny and Chom's Tronny came on. Um, and they said breaking news. Terry Rozier was picked up by FBI this morning for an illegal gambling case that has now involved multiple players. It was basically surrounding, and what we don't know just yet. And I think what's like Eric Spoelstra, right?
We only know Terry Rozier. We don't know the other players
Or the coach. Like we're talking about Eric Spoelstra here too, right? So there's going to be some more investigations are going to come out. I'm sure Shams is going to have some more information, especially heading into this new week, with what those investigations will kind of look like. But the fact that FBI came out, picked up Terry, and then literally minutes later said FBI also picked up Chauncey Billups in Portland, Oregon, at his residence for basically illegal poker games that he had multiple players tied into that were tied into the mafia of all things. And I've heard a lot of folks say, Sean, it's one of those things where if you feel like you can get away with it, you try it. If you feel like you can. I think with Terry, there was a history of, this isn't going to change anything. It's under the table. I'm just telling my buddies, that, hey, maybe I'm going to be pulled out or so-and-so is going to be pulled out. As we're finding out, there's connections to a former staff member on the Cleveland Cavaliers, Damon Jones, and LeBron James.
Yeah.
LeBron's injury status.
Yeah.
So, though I think where Terry's...
Who snitched?
Yeah, go ahead.
Who snitched?
Right. No, I'm curious. I'm really curious about how this came down because Adam Silver is basically stepping back and saying, we don't know at all. We launched an investigation. We didn't find anything. I think it's the Chauncey Billups situation. Yeah, right. Are you sure? I think it's the Chauncey Billups situation that's really interesting because we're starting to see other players like Kevin Garnett. We're going to start seeing other coaches and whoever else maybe that were involved in this that maybe have these ties. It's a really concerning time. I think with Terry Rozier, we've seen it in the NFL. We've seen it in other places where guys bet on games about performance or whatever else. They get suspended for the year. They get suspended, 6, 7, 8 games, have a fine. This must have been pretty serious with Terry if they just kicked him out of the league completely for this.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
I mean, yeah, trying to pack it all. I don't know. Like it's very possible that, like, I mean,
are we talking like 15 players, 20 players that were involved in this? I don't know.
Like, I don't think it's probably going to be also staff too.
Right.
Like,
Right.
I'm trying
Heat
to think.
staff and
I'm just trying to think. Has anyone like retired early because this happened? Like
Well,
I'm trying to. I'm not pointing fingers, but
Kevin Love just retired not that long ago, and he was on the Miami Heat.
Blake. How much did Blake Griffin? Blake.
Oh, Blake Griffin.
Blake Griffin. I mean, I'm not saying anything, but
I'm throwing some names out there. It's a theory, right?
It's a theory. I'm not blaming any of you guys of what I just said. It's a theory.
Right. No, it's interesting. It really is. Because the Chauncey Billups situation is what threw me off completely. I'm like, we're still doing mafia tied in poker games. Like that's still out there. Like we're still attaching money to that. Like even in sports, like what is this, the 1950s? Like what are we? I'm just fascinated by the amount of folks that are going to be wrapped up into that. And then, I mean, you're talking, I hate to say this, Chauncey being coach, I don't think Dame Lillard is out of the woods on this yet.
You don't?
I'm a little worried about Dame. It's scary.
I mean, he's still playing right now. So, like, I don't think it's anyone that's playing. They would have, unless they found something. We don't know.
This is an active FBI investigation. So they said they were gonna start calling in people. So I mean, with the Miami situation specifically,
I mean, like you said, LeBron's getting called in. So
yeah, I'm sure he is because his playtime was a part of this. And Damon Jones, he was on the Cleveland Cavaliers when Damon Jones was on the staff. So therefore,
I just don't think I don't think LeBron James doing that.
No, I don't see.
With all that money he has, probably not.
No,
he's not at all. He's not ruining his reputation like that.
No. I'm just curious about a coach like Eric Spoelstra down with the Terry Rozier situation with his playtime and injuries. The head coach had to have known about that.
Yeah.
Which, again, Eric Spoelstra, NBA championship head coach, like you talk about a reputation that could be absolutely tarnished by this. Eric Spoelstra is one of them. And I think the names that we're going to start seeing come out of this are really going to shock us. Kevin Garnett was the first one that I saw, and I was like, oh, my goodness.
That shocked me more than Chauncey Billups.
That he was tied to it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't too shocked about Terry. I mean, we heard about him earlier, so.
Right. Like the minute the NBA launched an investigation, I was like, all right, something's a little off here. That makes a lot of sense at the end of the day. Sean, any final thoughts on this situation? And, what does the NBA do from here? What does Adam Silver do? Is betting, do they take the players' phones away when they enter the facility? You know what I mean? They
can't get rid of bet sporting apps. That's tied to it. They'll make you money from that. I don't know what they're gonna do.
No. This is a very interesting place.
It's just way too early to tell until we get more information coming forward, and I'm sure we'll see that in a couple of weeks or so, or who knows.
I agree. I think we have to wait until we see more details and kind of ride with it from there. But anyway, Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier arrested Thursday morning. Sports gambling situation.
Yep.
There it is. There it is again, ladies and gentlemen.
Hold on.
Oh, one more time for everybody at home.
Jeez.
John, we've reached that time before we get into Sunday night football and some football talk to end up the show. It's what I love even more.
What I love even more is pour it over box scores.
I knew you were waiting for the humming.
Oh, I was waiting for that humming. Ladies and gentlemen, that's right. It is time for Box Scores here from Painting the Chat podcast. Sean, quickly heading over to hockey, the NHL. The Golden Knights are tied with the Tampa Bay Lightning in the third period, 1-1. The San Jose Sharks are leading the Minnesota Wild 4-2. That game is at the end of the second. The Utah Mammoth are tied with the Winnipeg Jets. End of the second, tied 2-2. The Los Angeles Kings are down on the Chicago Blackhawks. That game is in the first, 1-0. The Nashville Predators are beating the Dallas Stars in the first period, 1-0. And the New Jersey Devils riding high right now. New Jersey's looking good, defeating the Colorado Avalanche in overtime, 4-3. And later tonight, the Edmonton Oilers take on the Vancouver Canucks. Edmonton favored in that game at -160. Of course, we said Major League Baseball tomorrow evening, the Toronto Blue Jays take on the Dodgers. Max Scherzer on the mound for the Toronto Blue Jays. Tyler Glasnow on the mound for the Dodgers. That game starts at 8 p.m. over on Fox, your favorite broadcast station of all time when it comes to baseball, Sean.
Yeah, love it.
Toronto at +160. You could also take Dodgers at under 185 in that game. Over in the NBA, the Milwaukee Bucks are losing to the Cleveland Cavaliers 77-61. That game is in the third. A real tight game down there. We were talking about Miami. 72-73, the Heat over the Knicks in the third quarter period, whatever you want to call it. Football's still in the line. Quarter. The Charlotte Hornets are losing to the Washington Wizards in the third quarter, 72-66. Pacers and Timberwolves are tied up 35-35. That game is in the second. The Toronto Raptors are defeating the Dallas Mavericks in the first with 8:31 left. 11-9. The Trailblazers and the Clippers play tonight at 9 p.m. And the Lakers and the Kings playoff at 9 o'clock. And Sean, the Boston Celtics lose to the Detroit Pistons today, 119-113. What is going on with the Celtics?
First of all, we don't have Tatum at all.
Yeah,
and I don't know what's going on, honestly. We need a better center. Sorry.
You got to go out and actually get somebody, right?
Yeah.
Let Al Horford walk. That
was a terrible mistake. And I don't know what Jaylen Brown is doing right now. I mean, other than wiping his hairline off the player.
Boy.
It was hilarious.
Oh, that was, that's something else. Oh, boy. Stuff happening in Boston, stuff happening in Brooklyn as well, with the Nets also starting the year at 0-3. We are tied. That is true. We are tied. John, in the NFL today, the Baltimore Ravens beat the Chicago Bears 30-16. The Miami Dolphins get a win against the Atlanta Falcons 34-10. Suddenly, Miami gets a win. Tua Tagovailoa is figuring it out.
Finally.
My goodness.
Finally for him.
The Carolina Panthers lose to the Buffalo Bills 40-9. Really rough game down there in Carolina. Looked like Carolina was giving a shot at the beginning, and then Buffalo said, F off. We got this. The Houston Texans defeated the San Francisco 49ers 26-15. The Philadelphia Eagles beat the New York Giants in Philadelphia with the Kelly Greens. Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory.
Well, that's your number one team right now, right?
G-L-E-S,
that's your
Eagles.
team right there.
Well, hold on.
I did it right there.
Right there. Yeah, for now, yeah. The New England Patriots defeated the Cleveland Browns today, 32-13. Drake May, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions.
What a game for him.
Oh, Drake May is really figuring it out.
I watched a little bit of that game. Yeah, it was. Drake May is good.
I think they got their guy at quarterback down there at Foxborough. I think they do. Tampa Bay Buccaneers defeat the New Orleans Saints 23-3. Baker Mayfield had a pretty decent day. Daniel Jones, Indiana Jones, defeating the Tennessee Titans 38-14. Suddenly the Colts are 7-1 now. The Colts are incredible this year. I don't know what the deal in Indianapolis is, but they're figuring it out, and it's great to see.
They are.
Denver Broncos beat the sad Dallas Cowboys 44-24 by over 20 points. And, of course, at 8:20 p.m. tonight, I've been waiting all day for Sunday The Green Bay Packers, your Green Bay Packers, and Micah Parsons take on Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I hope we beat his ass.
We're going to get into our picks for that Green Bay at under 2.5. Can also go with the Pittsburgh plus 135 if you're feeling good about it. And ladies and gentlemen, for this evening, that is your box score.
What I love even more is pour it over box scores.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Packers, Steelers. Pregame's already on. You can go over there and watch it, right?
Yes.
You can go over and make your choice on who you want to see this evening. Sean, we've reached that here. Green Bay Packers playing extremely well this season. I've got the green and yellow hat on for you tonight. Rooting for those Green Bay.
I don't have my thing on today, but
Oh, that GIF is being shared across social media this evening once again. I don't know if you knew this, Sean. Last time I posted that on the official Green Bay Packers, they liked it and retweeted it. So it actually ended up on the Packers.
There we
go. We love it. We're going to keep doing it. Green Bay Packers coming in. Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers coming off pretty tough loss this last game. I think that, when you're talking about the Packers and Jordan Love and the way that they've been playing, Micah Parsons coming back to Pittsburgh as a Green Bay Packer. He played when he was on the Cowboys. He played the Steelers a couple of times. He's always had a pretty decent showing in Pittsburgh. I don't know, Sean. How are you feeling about your Packers this evening?
I think we're going to be okay, honestly. I think it's going to be a close game. Like I said before, I hope we win. I'm going to pick the Packers. I can't go. I'm always going to pick the Packers in these picks.
Sean's got his BGC picker. Sean Show is going with the Green Bay Packers. Yeah, they are.
They got to ride the wave and keep winning if they want to go all the way. And so far, it's been okay except for that one loss. And for the tie, but
I like these odds this evening. 4-1 4-1, 3-0 away. Packers play really good on the road this year. Pittsburgh 2-1 at home, 4-2 overall. I like these odds spreads.
The spread and evens like really close.
It's really close. It's really depending upon. I think the one aspect of the Packers tonight that we're not taking into consideration, I think, is their special teams. The kickoff returns and the punt returns. I think that we're going to have a big moment in the punt return game from Romeo Doubs or one of those guys for the Green Bay Packers. Like you said, it's going to be really close and it's going to come down to a big play like that at the end of the day. I just don't see against this Packers defense, Aaron Rodgers. I think he's going to come out super cocky. I think he's going to think, the Green Bay Packers did me wrong and everything else. He's going to give Jordan Love attitude. He's going to give the coaches in Green Bay, Matt LaFleur, a lot of attitude.
Well,
that's not how. Yeah,
the Packers got to show that they don't need him.
Right. Like this is a big moment for Jordan Love going up against Aaron Rodgers here. This is his opportunity to say, "Hey, I was your backup. They wanted me over you, and this is why."
This is why, and this is why we picked up Micah Parsons, and this is very helping with our defense.
Yep. I'm really excited to see that Packers defense.
And it showed. So,
John, I'm with you. I'm taking the Green Bay Packers this evening. I like that under 2.5 spread. I know the open is at 3.5. That seems like a lot with how this game could end up. I like the under 2.5. I know some folks would probably take the Steelers plus 130 because it's going to be a high scoring game probably at the end of the day if Aaron Rodgers and Jordan Love go off. I don't know. I like the Green Bay Packers tonight though against Pittsburgh. You're in the same boat.
Yeah.
Nice. Also, Sean, Monday Night Football tomorrow evening, the Washington Commanders versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City 3-1 at home. Taylor Swift sighting, yes or no? That bet's not on here, but Taylor Swift sighting.
No.
I'm right there as well. Probably not. She's really busy right now, by the way.
Yes.
Washington Commanders, Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City's trying to figure it out here. They're 9.5-point favorites. I know Jaden Daniels may not play this game.
I
mean,
I'm going to go with the Chiefs, and I don't want to. I mean, just because they demolished the Raiders last week as well.
Yeah.
And I think they've been playing a little bit better recently.
3-1 at home. They figured it out.
Yeah. So I'm going with the Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm going to roll with the Chiefs. I will say.
Do you think it's going to be a close game, or do you think?
I think it might end up being closer than we think at the end of the day. But again, I haven't even looked up to see what the status of Jaden Daniels is for tomorrow evening either. Because that's the big piece is, what.
If the Chiefs lose, I feel that's going to be a wake-up call for them. Like, they can't be 4-4 in week 8. Like, after making the Super Bowl last year and winning the Super Bowl last year.
So it was official. This was as of 4 days ago. I guess I didn't see this. Commanders quarterback Jaden Daniels will not play in Monday night's game against the Chiefs. Daniels is suffering from a low-grade hamstring strain. It is not considered a long-term injury. So if you're talking about the Washington Commanders backup quarterback, I just want to make sure because there's been a lot. It would be Marcus Mariota would be the backup.
Okay.
But Mariota has come in already this year and has some pretty standout games. In Kansas City, that's kind of tough. Give me the Chiefs as well. I just, without Jaden Daniels on the field for them, it's kind of tough.
And since they're playing at home, I think they got more advantage.
Yeah. So there's the odds for you, ladies and gentlemen, for tomorrow evening. Sean, big game happening. Literally in 2 minutes over on NBC. That's why we came live for you folks this evening. Look at that. 1 hour on the money. We did it. We hit that mark.
1 hour.
1 hour. Oh, we love that. Sean, we've reached that time here in the show. Very special time of the show. Very super duper 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 special time of the show. It's a little thing that we like to call
PTC final take.
Yeah, that's right. See, we're making people think that it's plug time, but it's not plug time.
I tricked you guys.
Yeah, exactly. Sean, I've got final take this evening. Just really quick to the folks out there. I'm going to go single screen here. My final take this evening is involving everything that we're seeing happening with Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier when it comes to the world of betting. Listen, whether Adam Silver knew about this on a deeper level with Chauncey Billups, whether Rob Manfred knew something more about the Shohei Ohtani situation, I think the commissioners of each one of these sports to do the leagues right, they need to be transparent.
Right.
They need to come out and they need to say, hey, we were aware of this or we weren't aware of this. We are doing everything in our power to do an internal investigation and to also check our own staff. Did our own staff know any details about this? Because when it comes to the world of betting and when it comes to some of our earlier conversations, WNBA, Professional Women's Soccer League, now with TGL and other leagues starting to pop up here and there, and now with the Women's Professional Baseball League, the world of gambling is only going to get deeper. And as more leagues come in, there are going to be more opportunities to make prop bets and to get yourself into some really tough situations. So in the case of Chauncey and Terry, transparency is key from the leagues. But also at the same time, I think we need to kind of check ourselves as human beings and say, is this worth ruining my reputation over? Is a simple prop bet worth getting all fired up about, losing, and having to bet 100 more times in order to make some money back, to make yourself feel good? That's where gambling becomes a problem. And I urge folks out, exactly. And I urge folks out there, get to know your state's hotline when it comes to gambling. They advertise it all the time in Massachusetts. They're starting to advertise it here in New Hampshire. They advertise it in every major state that has a casino or has sports betting. Because as these leagues continue to grow, as new leagues continue to be added, as college sports continues to expand with the NIL and with betting itself, the fact that this past week, the NCAA allowed for citizens to bet on not just FBS teams. Now you can bet on Division I, Division II, Division III, and Ivy League games. So now the betting world has even expanded in the world of football. When do we have betting in the world of NBA G League? When the Olympics come up.
Well, minor league teams.
Minor league teams, exactly. When the Olympics come up next year.
Yeah.
For sure, we're going to see more and more betting, prop bets, and opportunities for folks to try, not make money, try and make money. So be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of how much money, if you are betting, that you are putting on things. And if you feel like you're getting too involved in it, it's getting too intense, or if you know a loved one or somebody in your life who it's really becoming a problem with, dial that hotline and get them the help. I think about Terry Rozier in this situation, teammates around him who probably saw Terry heading down a very specific pathway and didn't speak up at the time and didn't say something because they're like, well, that's Terry's life. That's what he's dealing with. That's something that he's responsible for. I don't want to get wrapped up in it. Teammates, brotherhood, it's major.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, watch out for each other, look out for each other. And when it comes to sports betting, please play it safe and know your limits. Because it's a cash grab world out there, and they're going to do whatever it takes to give you more money in order to lose it.
Yeah.
So just be aware of that. And, I'm thinking about Chauncey tonight, Sean, and I'm thinking about his family. I'm thinking about Terry and his family and what they must be feeling. Like, oh my goodness, our husband, our loved one has just gone down this path that is really disturbing. And maybe they didn't know about it. So anyway, not to leave it on a somber note, but we're talking about sports tonight. We give our opinions. I show you the bets that are out there and available to you. That's for you to take on. It's really for more information base. It's to give you background on how the sports books are feeling and technically how America's feeling about how a game's going to go. Sean and I'll be clear. We don't place bets. We use it as statistics building platforms.
Well, we place bets one here and there, but it's very small.
I owe you a box of cards. It's you know what I mean. It's
exactly.
It's items. It's silly little things.
It's silly little things. We bet at a home run derby for fun. It's like we put $5 in. That's it.
Right. Exactly. But for the folks that are dropping hundreds and hundreds of dollars on prop bets or whatever else, that's your choice. That you have the right. That's your choice. But know that there is help for you out there if it gets too extreme, and for families of those loved ones, you can always say something and get them help. You can, because it's going to benefit them at the end of the day. So it's my final pitch. Sean, any final thoughts on my final thought?
No, I think you hit the nail on everything. Just be very cautious when you're betting, and just be very careful. You know what can happen. like I said before, is an addiction. So, and yeah, I mean, I'm just repeating basically what everything you're saying, but it's true.
Absolutely. We've hit that time of the show, the actual time of the show. It's a little thing we like to call
Plug time.
plug time. That's right, Mr. Sean Me Show. Where can the good people find you across social media?
You guys can follow me here on Twitter on Summer Show 1, Instagram at itzonez, and you can find me on TikTok. Just search my name in, and also you could follow our TikTok on Painting Check Pod and you can find me there. If you can't find me, if you can't search for me on my name, so where can they find you?
They can find me here over. That's right. You can find me over here on X at X_Robin W Vote, over on Instagram at IG_Robin W Vote. Also, please make sure follow Painting the Chat podcast on social media as well, over on X at Paint the Chat Pod. That's where probably you might be watching us live right now on X. Make sure if you're not following us, hit that follow button. Also, here on YouTube, if you're watching us there, make sure to go over, smash that subscribe button, like this live stream, and also make sure to share it out and turn on notifications so you know that when we go live. I had to remind somebody the other day, hey, oh man, I missed an episode. Turn on notifications. That's how you know when we go live and have those sports conversations for you lined up and ready to go. PTC picks, everything around the bend. Also, please make sure to check out our TeePublic page. Designs are up there available. The holiday season is right around the corner. Looking for that great holiday gift for the PTC fan in your life. Go on over there, grab a t-shirt, grab a hat, grab some socks. I don't know what TeePublic is selling with our branding on it, but I love it at the end of the day because it helps support the podcast, helps keep this stream going, helps get us to live events, and helps us bring these conversations to you on multiple different platforms. And we will see you at the Collectors Expo on November 15, 16.
14? Wait, what day? Hold on.
It just completely blanked on me. I usually have the graphic ready to go. I believe it's on the 15th. I believe Saturday the 15th.
Hold on.
Oh, it's there.
16th.
16th. Sunday, November 16th, right?
Yes.
All right. Sunday, November 16th, you will see us at the Great American Beer Hall in Medford, Massachusetts. Last time around was really great. We got some good finds. Got my first ever graded card, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, me too. We both did. So
yeah.
Both
got our first graded cards.
It was a Pokemon thing. So
yeah. Really cool, though. If you're going looking for something specific, great show to go to. Shout out to the folks over there at the Collectors Expo. We will see you there. And, of course, a whole bunch more great announcements coming up down the road from Painting the Chat podcast. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy Packers versus Steelers tonight. Go on over to NBC, tune in, watch live. And until then, for Mr. Sean Me Show over there, this is your host, Robin Vogt, signing off here on episode 31. Have a fantastic evening. Enjoy some Sunday night.
Happy Halloween.
Oh, that's right. Happy Halloween.